All right, church, we are wrapping up the sad book of Lamentations. Looking at chapter 5 today, our word of the day is longing. Because when we go through those dry valleys, as we go through the valley of the shadow of death, as we go through periods of languishing and suffering and questioning and calling out to God and crying and being broken, we can have hope, right? This book ends with an aspect of hope that we are longing to be restored by God. As the nation Israel was longing for restoration, was longing for healing, was longing for relief from the enslavement that they have been placed in by the Babylonians. So let's read the last 4 verses of this book in verses 19 through 22. So this, but you, O Lord, reign forever. Your throne endures to all generations. I mean, that's the amazing hope we have, that as nations and civilizations rise and fall, there is one who always reigns, because there is one who is above us, our Creator, our God, our Lord, who reigns forever. Verse 20, why do you forget us forever? Why do you forsake us for so many days? Restore us to yourself, O Lord, that we may be restored. Renew our days as of old, unless you've utterly rejected us and have remained exceedingly angry with us. All right, so this amazing plea that Jeremiah has for Israel as he's speaking on their behalf is that they can be restored back into relationship with God, because that is the most important thing. That as they're physically suffering now, this is a point where God is trying to break them of their idolatry, break them of their sin, break them in trusting in other things and other nations rather than trusting in Him. And so our longing once again needs to be to our restoration with God. That's what we call the lost. That's what we call sinners too, is to be restored and to be redeemed by a loving God who is a Father who forgives sin. And even when we go through difficult times, let us take those to God as well. All right, church, let's have a great day. Let's long for be restored with the Lord.